Leo ni tarehe ngapi?
Leo ni tarehe 2 ya mwezi wa pili katika mwaka wa 2025.
Amen. Barikiwe sana. Leo ni tarehe ngapi?
Leo ni tarehe 2 mwezi wa pili mwaka 2025.
Amen. My daughter, leo tarehe ngapi?
Leo ni tarehe 2 ya mwezi wa pili mwaka 2025.
Tarehe 2 mwezi wa pili mwaka 2025. Barikiwe sana. We should pray for Kenya because by the Spirit of God I can hear whispers hundreds of miles away. I hear whispers from the tongues of terrorists. They are saying, we are coming, we are coming. Kenya, we are coming. Is this al-shabaab? Is this a new terrorist attack? Is this a political matter to destabilize the area? But I see a terrorist attack rising in Kenya.
5 chiefs were on Monday abducted by suspected al-shabaab militants in Mandera County. Northeastern Regional Commissioner John Otieno said that the 5 were heading towards El-Wak when they were hijacked between Bemba and Ola in Airesuki. According to the regional police boss, a joint security team has been deployed to pursue the abductors. Further reports indicate that the local administrators were to hold a meeting ahead of President William Ruto's tour to the region this week.
They are orchestrating. They are orchestrating. They are planning something dangerous. It's going to be a terrorist attack. But this time is going to be different. Kenya, you should pray because this time it is going to be very different because ISIS, they are orchestrating something big and it is going to cost people's lives. So we should pray for Kenya against every potential attack.
Gavana wa kaunti ya Mandera Mohamed Aidan Khalif ameitaka wizara ya mambo ya ndani na mashirika mengine ya usalama kuchukua hatua mara moja kufuatia kutekwa nyara kwa machifu 5 katika eneo hilo siku ya Jumatatu. Gavana huyo alielezea tukio hilo kama uvamizi wa al-shabaab na kuhimiza umuhimu wa usalama wa maafisa waliotekwa nyara. Kadhalika, gavana amefadhaishwa na kucheleweshwa kwa jibu kutoka kwa maafisa wa usalama. Machifu hao 5 walitekwa nyara na gari lao kutekwa nyara walipokuwa wakisafiri katika Samba Ol na Iresiki wakielekea El-Wak kwa mkutano wa mkakati kabla ya ziara iliyopangwa ya Rais William Ruto.
But I see a terrorist attack rising in Kenya. So we should pray for Kenya, that may the Lord Jehovah preserve their borders. Because at some point, I saw these terrorists. I saw them inside the boundaries of Kenya.
Well, we begin with security matters now, and police in Mandera have launched a multi-agency operation led by the Kenya Defence Forces in an effort to rescue 5 local administrators abducted on Monday morning by suspected al-shabaab militants. The whereabouts of the 5 remain unknown, with fears that they might have already been taken across the border for gathering intelligence on al-shabaab operations. Kevin Mutai has more.
It was around 8 o'clock Monday morning when the suspected al-shabaab militants laid an ambush at Irisuki area in Mandera County and abducted the 5 local administrators who were traveling to El-Wak town for a security meeting. Locals say the chiefs and their assistants were targeted by the terrorist assailants who are said to be on a revenge mission.
Chief kutoka Wargadud Township, Town, Chief kutoka Wargadud East, Assistant Chief ya Wargadud, Chief ya Kurahmudo na Chief ya Chachabole.
It is also suspected that they have been on the radar of the assailants for sharing intelligence on their operations with the state.
But this time is going to be different. Kenya, you should pray because this time it is going to be very different.
From Mandera County, where suspected al-shabaab militants have carried out yet another daring attack. At least 5 chiefs are missing after their vehicle was hijacked early this morning by armed militants. Security agencies, including the Kenya Defence Forces, have been deployed as the search intensifies. This shocking incident comes just hours before President William Ruto is set to visit the region, raising concerns over security in the area.
Security managers, and it is unfortunate that 6 hours after the incident, there is no proper response from the Kenya Defence Force and other specialized units within and outside Mandera County. Tulikuwa nimeongea na majenerali yote kuanzia ya yule yako Elwak, Wajia, na bahati mbaya mpaka saa hizi there is no proper and organized response to the incident, and we call upon the CS for defense, because this is an aggression from the neighboring country. They must act and deliver back our chief.
Because ISIS, they are orchestrating something big, and it is going to cost people's lives. So we should pray Kenya against every potential attack that is planned against them.
Speaking in Mandera town as he began a 4-day development tour of the northeastern region, President Ruto said Monday's incident where chiefs were abducted was a desperate attempt by terrorists to cause panic and derail the region's development agenda.
Wakifanya hiyo maneno walifanya jana, ati ndio nisikuje hapa. Mimi sio ati nimekuja Mandera, nimekuja na Mandera na mimi nalala Mandera. Na ikizidi naweza kulala tena, kwa sababu hapa ni Kenya.
But this time is going to be different. Kenya, you should pray, because this time it is going to be very different.
Our reporter Fini Koluoch has been following the developments and filed the following report.
A wave of fear has gripped Mandera County after suspected al-shabaab militants hijacked a government vehicle, abducting at least 5 chiefs. The attack happened early Monday in the Eresuki area as the administrators were heading to Elwak town for an official identification card screening exercise.
Chief kutoka Wargadud Township, Town, Chief kutoka Wargadud East, Assistant Chief ya Wargadud, Chief ya Kurahmudo, na chief ya Chachabole. Familia ya hizo locations zote 5, mimi nawapatia pole zangu na kuhakikishia kwamba kama viongozi tukishirikiana na serikali, tukishirikiana na wazee wetu, kila jambo ambalo linafaa kufanywa tunalifanya kuhakikisha kwamba machief zetu wamerudi nyumbani salama.
Mandera South Deputy County Commissioner Tobias Otunga confirmed the incident, stating that the militants ambushed the vehicle at around 8:30 a.m. Authorities have since launched a manhunt for the missing officers, with Kenya Defence Forces and police units sealing off the border to prevent their movement into Somalia.
Suspected al-shabaab militants mounted an ambush on unsuspecting road users at that particular space, and they got a vehicle that was carrying some chiefs, 5 of them, members of the National Government Administration, who were on their way to El-Wakia for a meeting.
The abduction comes just hours before President William Ruto's scheduled visit to Mandera as part of his 5-day tour of the northeastern region. Security agencies are now on high alert, with the fears that al-shabaab militants may be attempting to send a warning ahead of the president's arrival. According to security analysts, al-shabaab has consistently targeted local administrators, viewing them as government informants. Many chiefs in the region avoid residing in their areas of jurisdiction due to the heightened threats. As security forces intensify operations to rescue the abducted chiefs, residents remain on edge, fearing further attacks. The big question remains, how safe are government officers working in these volatile regions? Phoenix Oluoch, KTN.
So we should pray for Kenya, that may the Lord Jehovah preserve their borders.